My name's Andy Wilson-Taylor, and I'm the man behind the band Midgar. It's been so many years since the last Midgar album that I was definitely anxious about reopening that conversation. What were the first notes of this album going to sound like? After all, it's been almost a decade since the last album. How do you know where to start? The first song on the new album Unity is called Ascension, and it begins with an orchestral prelude. I love the idea of an orchestral prelude. I think it serves a really, really good purpose of setting the tone of the rest of the album, introducing you to the world that this album is going to take you into. For me, it's that moment where you sit down and the lights dim and the curtain raises and the show begins. It starts small with the orchestra and then gradually grows and grows. And those opening bars, I wanted it to feel like almost like a sunrise after an unimaginably long, dark, cold night. And after a sleep that feels like it's been forever, you can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, and it's beginning to breathe life back into you, and you're beginning to feel what it feels like to be alive again. As the song grows and builds and the band joins, it eventually explodes into this huge energetic cacophony, and for me that's the moment where you can say Midgar is back from the dead. I wanted the album to announce itself at that moment and for it to feel triumphant and larger than life and ceremonial and celebratory. It's like awakening the beast. I do a lot of work for TV and film as a composer, and I've learned so much since the last Midgar album about writing and arranging for orchestra, and I wanted to demonstrate that on this Midgar album. Midgar has always been about the juxtaposition of light and shade and loud and soft and scary and nice, and having the orchestra join the kind of heavy guitars and drums is the perfect way of exploring that. With the new album, I was conscious to kind of smash those two opposing worlds even harder against one another this time. Equal parts, more fragile, and also really, really loud and scary at the same time. The new album Unity will be released on June the 25th via Year of the Rat Records.